Let's go.
Yes, everybody, Russ the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. It's match day and it's live. This is how West Ham are lined up for the game against Brighton. Areola in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Jean-Claire Todibo, Maximilian Kilman, Emerson, Thomas Souček back in the side, James Ward-Prowse, Lucas Paqueta, Bowen, the captain, and Kudus on the bench. We have Fabianski, Cresswell, Soler, Soufal, Fulcru, Guilherme, Ings, Rodriguez, and Andy Irvine. Of course, no Evan Ferguson because he is a Brighton player. Brighton lineup as followed. Verbruggen in goal, Lewis Dunk, Solly Marsh, Adrigo, Welbeck, Belieber. He's a believer. He can believe her if he tried. Yayari, Weefer, Estradipo, Matt O'Reilly and Hinshaw on the bench. They've got notables people. Mitoma is back on the bench. So that's how we line up. Also, don't forget our lovely channel partners. Match Bingo. Get online. It could really help us out if you could just hit that QR code and download the app and basically have a lovely time. Have a lovely time. If you if I show you how to do it, why is the background gone a bit? Why is it not black? Oh yeah, why is that gone like that? I'll figure that out in a minute. So if you download it, so it looks like that, and then you go to Premier League, and then you can scroll to the games, Premier League, West Ham, Brighton v West Ham, and you can purchase some cards. I'm going to purchase 4 cards. Click purchase, and then you get 1 free. So I've got 5 cards now for £8. Absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. And I can try and get a line or try and hit my view. And you can see there you've got different cards. There you go, with different things on. You get prizes for a line and stuff like that. All good stuff. Let me just quickly see what's going on with that background. Let me just find out what's going on with that. Let me just. So it's going to. Is that going to disappear? Yeah, it's going to disappear. And where? Oh, I know where it is. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'll sort this out. Don't worry. Let's have a look in the chat. Weak leadership. Potter pathetic. Sums up everything that is wrong with the club. No Fulcrum must hurt. But for me, he's on the bench. He's on the bench, and I think he's not fit enough. He's not fit enough to start. Let's be honest. I don't think he's fit enough. So, makes sense to keep him on the bench. You know, I mean, a bit similar to what we've been doing recently. You know, I think for an away game, again, we don't know how much the whole. I'm a bit high up, aren't I? The whole incident. So yeah. Darts video doing Watchlong. What? Darth, what are you on about, Michael? 5 at the back, F1 attack. 5 at the back, F1 attack. The West Ham way. Ferguson can't play, Michael. Wing backs with no striker. He looked fit last time. He's a Brighton player. That's why he's exactly Mercedes. That's my point. He can't play. Let me just change this quickly and get this going. So I don't like the dark. I don't like the dark stuff. Like what colour that would be starting. And then we can crack on. And then we can crack on, my friends. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. All helps the channel. Nope, that's not that. Why is that not doing it? That's weird. That's weird. I want it to be claret. Let's delete that and put another image in. Sorry, bear with. I do apologise, peeps. I do apologise. Can I do a cloud? Yes. Oh, no. It's gone the wrong way now. Let's move that down there. There we go. There we go. Just change. Can we change the colour? Select colour. Let's do claret. Okay. There we go. There we go. What are we all moaning about? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're back in it. Why is Hento Fit played? I don't understand, Cookie, what you're saying there, mate. Played 80 minutes. He did. I think, to be honest, I think Potter does tend to favour a slightly more defensive setup. He's playing Mavropanos. We know he wouldn't choose to play Mavropanos if there was any reason for him to change it, to not do it. So I'm just going to change the colour. I'm very anal when it comes to my colours. I do apologise. Let me just get this. It's all gone off. It's all a bit fuzzy. Select colours. Let me put the right hex code in. Terribly inciting stuff. 550C13. That's what I want. 550. It's only a slight change. 55. Oh, come on. Why are you not? Oh, that's it. 550C1E. There we go. That's better. I'm okay. Midfield say pacey, no problem today. Yep, Souček and Paqueta. Don't worry, people. We're okay. We've got plenty of pace in midfield. Dropping Fulco makes Potter the same as... Well, again, Cookie, we can only assume, can't we? I'm sure there'll be a question in the post-match press conference about why Fulco didn't start. And it could be tactical. It could be, the thing is, by it being not tactical, he set himself up for a fall, hasn't he? Really, in my opinion, he set himself up for a fall, and that's why I think it's probably more tactical than doing a stubbornness. But that's me. That's just my view. Potter has no idea on the front foot from the off. If we can't do this now, we have nothing to play for. How can we trust Potter in the future? Great. Yeah, good point, Daniel. Good point. I'm going for 1-0 win. I've got enough to base that on. I'm just trying to, not enough to base on. I'm trying to cheer myself up, indeed. We'll all try and keep ourselves happy. If you don't win today, Mr. B, no excuses. Playing Brighton stiffs. We are. Brighton got a couple of, we go back to the side, their sides. They haven't got, as a Matoma's on the bench. He's back from injury. They've got, isn't he more CDM? Really, Matt O'Reilly. I like Matt O'Reilly. He's a good player, and he's the type of player I'm really at West Ham when we were looking at him. But he went to Brighton. Danny Welbeck. Laperty on the bench. Players, obviously West Ham are looking at. Mitoma's the one who always scares me. Here we go. Lead shit team selection from Rodney Trotter as usual. Giza is shit. What an uninspiring lineup. Crap midfield, not even looking to score goals. Well, we've got Thomas Souček. Thomas Souček is he's in the top 25 goal scorers at West Ham of all time. So there we go. He just needs to go out to win some games. He's not going down, so let the boys have some fun. I agree. His press conference was terrible. He kept saying we have been competitive. We hardly got a shot. I think Michael, when it means competitive, I think means we haven't had a drubbing. And I think it's fair to say under Moyes and under Lopetegui, we would Lopetegui only for the times he was there, but we got drubbed a few times. And I think that's what he's saying. There was always a chance to nick something in the game. Not necessarily shots on target, but I know what you mean. Full crew being punished, I don't know. But, it's too obvious for him to be punished, if that makes sense. It shows him... I don't know how to explain it. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. There will be no doubt some questions about that afterwards. I have no shadow of doubt. What we got here? Not playing a striker when he's been on form since coming back. Our main goal threat of late, and team looks better for it. Mandy, hope you're well. Got nothing to play for. Why are you playing for a draw? I have no idea. For anyone who is on Twitter or X, obviously you can watch it. You can come watch. If you want to comment, you got to jump over to YouTube and comment on YouTube as a subscriber. It just makes things a little bit easier. What happened to Digiedo, Russ? Nothing. He's just not, not playing. Not playing, basically. I'm just trying to see when the games are coming on, because they'll be coming on soon, surely, won't they? We'll reset that in a tick. Toby has gifted five memberships. We haven't even kicked off. That's what I call generous, very generous. Thank you, Toby. If you guys want to become a channel member and you don't get one of Toby's lovely gifted memberships, then you can do below and then support the channel that way. I'm taking 5 drubbings if it meant Potter goes. Press conference doubled down himself, said you need 2 goals, then took off. No. He was basically saying we was before he joined, we were conceding on average 2 goals a game, which we did. Or maybe Falk has been played because he's not in Potter's long-term plans. And I think he's in his plans. Russ, is there a link for the bingo? There is. If you go into the description, there'll be a link to Match Bingo, Toby. And if anyone else is on like their phone, they can't access the QR code, down below there's a link in the description. The kids won 3-1. Josh Ajala scored after about 20 seconds. Then Sunderland equalised. And then second half, I think Lewis scored about 60th. Then they got a player sent off. And then Ryan scored at the end to make it 3-1. So they're through to the semi-finals or the quarterfinals? Quarterfinals, I think now. Yeah, they're through to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals and semis will both be played away. But based on the way we finished, if we get to the final will be at home. So that'd be good. Indeed, that's the last 16. We've still got another 2 games before we get to the final. So, it was a good game. Good game, as Bruce Forsyth would say. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Let me put up let's just change that for the time being. If I, what could I note? Let me just change this and put up the starting lineup with both teams, make it easier, because someone will no doubt say, oh, I really want to see what Brighton's lined up as. There we go. What we got here? Russ, the lineup's a joke. Now, do you see why he has to go, FS? Stevie Wonder could see he's not for us. Stevie Wonder's blind, William. How can he see that? He's blind. Unbelievable. Anyone, if you want to, half-time, we'll have some giveaways as well. God, I'm thirsty today. Budden's thirsty today. I think it's hay fever. Definitely hay fever season at the moment. Let me get into that as well, because we'll be needing that soon. Open. Lovely stuff. Loving your work as per usual, people. As I said, if you like what we do, lovely to get a little like, little comment, subscribe, all helps. Mitoma is on the bench, mate. He's not starting. Mitoma's on the bench. You're having a good day today, Mike, aren't you, mate? What a midfield. Frightening, says Ian. A frightening midfield. What other games are on today? Let's have a quick look. What other games are on today? Let's have a look. We have got Newcastle away, man, against Ipswich, Southampton, Fulham, and Wolves v Leicester. Obviously, we've got it's the FA Cup semi-finals, isn't it? As well, which is exciting for everyone, isn't it? I'm excited for the. Oh God! Look, turns up when he wants. He turns up when he wants. Anton Baker. He turns up when he wants. Now, how are we going to do this? Let me see what I can do. No.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hang on. He turns up and he fucks up everything. Right. Let me move that. There we go. Hello.
Hello. You all right?
Hello. Did you were you on a YouTube channel for a while?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember you.
I used to do a YouTube channel, but yeah.
Oh, mate. What do you think about the starting lineup then?
I just don't know what people expect as such, really. I don't know, well, I've not had a chance to look at the the chat as such, and I'm really intrigued to see what people's opinions are. I can make out that people are pissed off. I'm assuming they want the outlet up top. I'm assuming that's what they want. Let's quickly address Ferguson. He ain't fit.
Ferguson can't play. He's at Brighton.
Sorry, no, yeah, true. But right, I was meaning as a general overview. He's still not fit as a player, so we're probably not going to see him this season start a game. I'd be really surprised if we do. Fulkrug's obviously not fit. There's they're obviously managing him differently. He is, as Dan has said in our West Ham Network chat for several months, that we know we're not going down. Therefore, he is using this as a pre-season. And I mentioned this last week, and it's the same. And it's so clear. It's so clear to see. And I see many people, again, entitled to their own opinion, jumping to the first thing by saying he needs to go. It's just not what we are looking for. But it's clear that he's trying things in preparation for what he's about to do this summer, because Potter's obviously not leaving West Ham. So he's going to come in and potentially put his kind of stamp his authority or stamp his name all over the team coming this summer. And he's going to work out like who's capable and who's not. Obviously, when I see names like Mavropanos making the team again, it concerns me. But I suppose in theory, what he's probably trying to see here is, do we function well with the five, and who in that setup can play in that setup? And let's not beat about the bush here. This is going to be a tough game today, no matter what. No matter what West Ham team is out there, Brighton on their day are very, very good footballing team, and I've got a decent squad, and it's something that West Ham fans want to emulate. It's something that we want to emulate as a team, to see like Brighton model as such. And I think back to January window, Russ, and I think maybe he was right not to sign players, because maybe if you bring players into this halfway through, when maybe you've got the likes of, and again we're just making kind of assumptions here, but maybe Kudus isn't happy, maybe the camp isn't as happy as you want to be. Are you going to bring in new players that you want to build this team around into that camp? And therefore, when the exodus happens, because we know players are leaving, and probably quite a few, then Potter gets his chance to create a culture. And this club, under the ownership, is going to struggle to create a culture, but on the playing field, we've got the potential to create a culture, and we don't have that culture. We've lost that culture, especially when you lose players, Russ, like Pablo Fornals, who were imagine him just as part of the squad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whether he he would have got a lot of game time. That's the interesting thing, and I guarantee someone like Potter probably would have really loved him in this kind of setup. But essentially, am I happy with the starting lineup? No. Does it get me excited? No. But has the season got us excited? No. And the only thing I think we're hoping for is, in the nicest possible way, get to summer and let's see what business we can do, what damage we can try and do. And we need that clear out is abundantly clear.
Oh yeah.
We need that clear out.
That shadow of that, mate. And
I can see comments coming in. Again, I know we're all entitled to our own opinion. Everyone absolutely is, but I think the Lopetegui judgment from fans was understandable.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt.
He stamped his name all over that team, and halfway through, just before he got sacked, I honestly had no single idea what was going on.
No,
but with Potter, he's not.
No, but I agree. No, I think we've and that's why I thought he was quite defensive on at the press conference. I thought he was quite defensive with what he was saying, and I can understand it. I can understand why he was coming from. Saying, "Well, look, and Mark Noble was as well on Talk Sport, which was interesting. I think to put him front and center of everything. but yeah, no, and that's what he was saying. Look, I can't, we can't not necessarily expect miracles, but we need to be patient. And I know it's frustrating when we hear things like that because we're like, why do we have to be patient? But it's just frustrating. Yeah,
I know, and I think it is frustrating as fans. And I see that comment coming in there, Mandy. Why can't we put a team out that can be dangerous in attack? We can't get relegated. But I don't know. Maybe there's things that in football, as we know, like there are. It baffles me as to why Mavropanos is dropped and then brought in and then dropped and then brought in. Like I'm baffled, and I don't understand it as such. But maybe Potter's just not willing to change the five, and maybe he's he's just utilising what he's got. He's not going to throw a kid in, like he's not going to bring Casey in now. He's not going to, and we're short in that department. And in terms of like people saying Fulkrug's not on the bench because of what he said last week, to be honest with you, he didn't slag off Potter.
No, he didn't. You're right.
He was extremely respectful, I thought, of Potter. He was pissed off at the team, and that's what we as fans want to see, is like that heart and that fight and that element of going, yeah, we were shit.
We were. He was crap. I mean, he was feeling what we were all feeling, in all honesty, weren't we? We all thought it was shit, and he at least he said it. He said something, which doesn't seem to happen too often with West Ham. Everyone seems to be scared of that, of saying or putting their head above the parapet, and he did. And but he's got form. He's got form to do it.
And I've seen the comment. I don't know who. I can't seem to get it for some reason on my phone. I just seen it pop up and it's gone. But about James Ward-Prowse. Listen, I get it. Like it's slow. It's really slow.
Yeah.
And it's not exciting and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know, like, listen, I always want to see West Ham win, but it's the first time in a long time I've really wanted the season to finish quickly.
Yeah.
In a long time, Russ, it's been a while since we've had that feeling. Like, I really want the season to be over. I really am pushing for excitement. It's like I feel like every game's coming up and it's a chore. And
I know what you mean, and also because the fact that it's quite sort of home away. It's sort of it's almost like it's getting into a routine at the moment.
Yeah, and you know what? There's probably selfishly, there's never been a better time for me to do house renovations and not live under pressure financially because I can't travel to the games. There's probably never been a selfishly better season that I don't see success, if that makes any sense. I've not felt guilty this season about not going, and I've really struggled with my season ticket, and I've not gone yet. And I've tried to find the moment. Freddie's asking me, and I'm like, "Listen, son, we're doing what we can. But come next year, I'll be more in." It sounds like I'm a part-time fan. I don't mean it like that. I've everyone's got personal circumstances, and I've got personal circumstances and stuff like that. So, but I've not felt guilty this year. Every year, normally, if I don't make it as many games as I want to, I feel really guilty. I always make sure my ticket's gone, though. Like, someone is always sitting in that seat as such. But I'm not one of those ones that just has it for the sake of having it. But listen, I what's the word I'm looking to say? I'm trying to not convince fans. I understand when me and other fans had disagreements over Moyes.
Yeah.
I don't think many of us had disagreements over Lopetegui, but I understand. I don't understand I could see the point of view with Moyes, even though I disagreed with it. I could see the point of view with Moyes. Yeah. Whereas I struggle to see the point of view with Potter because it's just so new and we feel like we've got something to look forward to in the summer. And if people are saying it's not going to work out, it's based upon an opinion, your own opinion, not like there's no facts. Nobody knows the facts, So I just feel like we've got to give them a bit of time just to see what can happen next season. And if we're getting to if it's the same again next season, then it's clear then, Russ, and I think it's clear anyway, we need a top to bottom clear out. That is from ownership, as we all know it should be anyway. because it's clearly not going to change under any person we bring in.
No, it's not. It's not, and that's where I think, in a weird way, Moyes kind of worked, because he managed to find a way round the circus. It's something me and Skull were talking about the other day. He's like, he no one else was really, under the current ownership, managed to find any sort of relative prolonged success through the madness, and he did. And yeah, it's going to take someone of that ilk. When to say yes sir, no sir, when to stick up. And that's what he was good at. He knew when was the right time to sort of have a go, and when it wasn't. And I suppose we'll see what happens with Potter, really, isn't it? Really.
And I think in terms of today's game, I just want to see every player step up. I don't care if the game's 4-4. I want West Ham to win, right? Obviously, I fucking want West Ham to win every single occasion, but I don't want the stepping off. I want every player there to feel like they're actually fighting to be at this club. And I think we could sit here, and we've got plenty more shows to come your way in preparation for the Exodus. You could, me, you, and Holly, and everyone else could do the same show, but different opinions. It could fucking give you loads of content, because we're all going to have different opinions. And today I want to see Emerson show us what he's capable of doing, even though I think Emerson's gone. I think that what we need to see is the last hurrah from these players, and the fight, the determination, and what we know. The thing is, Russ, we're confident we're going to see a performance from Wan-Bissaka. That's the one I'm confident about.
Yeah.
Like, immediately, like when we see him back in that team, we know we're going to get a very good performance from him. Whereas, honestly, you look around the rest of the team and you're like, what? Well, recently Paqueta's been brilliant as well, but what Kudus is turning up? What Keelman's turning up? What Areola's turning up? What James Ward-Prowse? What Souček's turning up? Like, we know Souček throws his heart in his sleeve, but what kind of heart in his sleeve performance are we going to see today? So I just hope that he can rally the troops. The problem is, and this is where I think the problem is, I don't think there's troops there to rally.
I think there's half a troop.
Yeah.
Based on what Fulkrug said, that to me shows that half are ready to leave, and half are here to stay.
100%.
And that's the thing, and which is why people go, James Ward-Prowse. Why play James Ward-Prowse? James Ward-Prowse is on Potter's side.
Yeah.
Same as Souček was always on David Moyes' side. There's always, Sam Allardyce always had Kevin Nolan. Bilic had Noble. So there was always one player, and that's why JWP is always in it over someone like an Alvarez. Clearly, I don't think he fancies Alvarez. And that's the manager's.
But with all due respect, like, I was one of Alvarez's, I wouldn't say biggest fans. He was stepping into massive fucking shoes, ridiculous size shoes that was always going to be tough to do. So I didn't get overly excited by Alvarez, but I was kind of half excited by him. I was just hoping that he gave 50% of what we had before. If he gave 50% of what we had before, then that was a good debut season for West Ham.
Yeah.
I've been disappointed, if I'm being honest, by Alvarez's performance 75% of the time. And I do think it's the right decision to look at potentially moving him on, because I think, we've got a reasonable asset that can generate some decent income that can maybe... Russ, one of our biggest problems is the energy in the middle of the park, and that's fine that Alvarez has got energy, but he fouls a lot. He's sometimes flipping.
Well, if you haven't got him for half a dozen games a season because he's suspended or sent off, that doesn't help.
And I feel like it takes him a couple of games to get going. So
if
you're losing him for 6 games, and then he needs to come back and take a couple of games to go. In theory, I feel like we lose him for 14 or 15 games. In theory, and I don't think that's good enough. I think back to the time when we were talking about bringing Fofana into the club. The reason why we wanted Fofana was because he was an engine. He had that engine.
Yeah.
Now whether he's worked out or not doesn't matter. The point is, we need that engine in the middle of the park. We need someone who can grab the ball and drive, and can grab the bull by the horns, grab the team by the balls, grab them by the neck and push them forward. And we don't have that. James Ward-Prowse, of course, isn't that. But I think if you get, I think James Ward-Prowse will be a squad player for West Ham. And unless he goes and wants to be first team, whatever, somewhere, we're not going to lose everyone. We're going to lose a lot, but we're not going to lose everyone. So there's going to be players that will be stepping up and going, where do I see myself fit? And James Ward-Prowse obviously seen the opportunity to go to Nottingham Forest. It didn't work out for him in the end. But if West Ham didn't look at bringing him back, he'd still be in that situation. So maybe he's willing to do that next year. Maybe he's willing to be a kind of squad player. I think he is. Because I think he's probably... I don't know, Russ. Listen, I just want to see fight, determination. I want to see a team give a go. I want to see players try and turn up and do a job with instructions that have been given and actually see through the instructions. But as long as we all know, as every West Ham fan, and everyone should agree, if we see fight, passion, caring, simply we care. That's all we want. That's all we want. And then everything else will follow through time. I'm impatient. I'm obviously not as impatient as other people, but I am impatient. And I want success for the club, especially tasting that little bit of success. But
I mean, I think tasting that success has meant, our expectations are higher than they were 4 years ago.
And that's not a bad thing, though. That
ain't a bad thing. It means we're doing better. We would be not happy, but we'd be content. Yeah. We've probably sort of top 10. But, we want to be pushing for Europe now every year. We've tasted, we like the taste of that. Yeah. And, we didn't have it this year. We're not going to have it next year. It's, people love their little journeys abroad. And, that was all fun and games. It was almost like a reward for supporting the club for so long.
Yeah. And I think, listen, we need to set some foundations down. That's the problem. We've went from Martin Owell, Declan Rice to no real new foundations at the club, and I think that's the thing. It's like you're doing an extension, it's not working out. You rip it all down again and start again, and that's what's going to happen this summer. And we need to be prepared that we're going to be pretty bare for a while, and if you're losing a lot of players, like Ollie Scarles will step into that squad and show people like I'm young, but I know what this club's all about. I'm this, and I know what this club's all about. And Wan-Bissaka, my God, he's going to be...
We've kicked off, by the way.
All right, sorry, I'll let you go. I'm going to watch it. I didn't realise that was time.
Right. Peace. Bye, motherfucker. There we go. Right, let's get there. Let's get going. We kicked off. That's one way to get rid of Anton. Let's just say we've kicked off. Anyway, let's crack on. West Ham are playing from right to left in the black kit. Big fan of the black kit. Let's take my headphones off. I don't have to listen to it anymore now. Anyway, let's get cracking. Let's see what we can do today, shall we, peeps? As I said, playing right to left in the black kit. I do like the black kit. Hopefully, I think it's my favourite kit of the away kits for a while. To be honest, I'm a big fan of it. Mavropanos. It looks like Mavropanos is playing in the centre of the back three with Jean-Claire playing the right hand side, Kilman playing the left hand side. No Ollie Scarles in the lineup at all, in the squad today at all, which is quite interesting. Souček knocking the ball about. No, it's a bit bitty at the moment. Emerson lost the ball. But no, ref's letting us play on. That's good. A bit of it is a little bit messy at the moment. But now they've got the ball, Brighton. Now they're playing it to Dunk at the back. It looks a beautiful day there. Beautiful day in Brighton. What a day for it. Lovely. Nice and sunny. In the UK, it's going to could be hitting mid-20s in London on Thursday, which is lovely to see. Anyway, Brighton got the ball, playing it around the back. I don't know the numbers, to be honest. I think that's Hinshelwood. That's Beliebers playing centre midfield, centre back. Fair enough. Now they're on the attack. Just entered into the midfield. That was Matt O'Reilly, I think. That was the Solly March, and there's a long ball across. Espinina, tall and tanned and young and lovely, the girl from Espinina. Let me know how you get on with your match bingos. If you signed up, let us know how you get on. Yep, Burnley did win. You're right, 5-0 at QPR. You'll see Scott Parker at the London Stadium, but in a claret blue dugout, but just for Burnley. I think I don't know, some manager I think are just a championship managers, and I think Scott might be one of them. Personally, just my humble opinion. Same as Dan Newfarker. There's a reason why I think. Anyway, West Ham got the ball. Kudus running down the line. He gets fouled. No. Okay. Looked like a foul to me, mate. Looked like a foul to me. Clearly wasn't, but looked like a foul to me. Dick Turpins is on the beach. Does seem a little bit like that, doesn't it? Literally on the beach. Absolutely love it. Literally on the beach. Anyway, Curry Wines. Kilman cuts out the ball. Dinks out for a throw on. Brighton midway into their Mavropanos, my apologies. Midway into the half. Obviously Brighton up front. Danny Welbeck. Now, if you said we were going to sign Danny Welbeck, or even like a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that's probably the type of alternative like we had like now. You'd think he's absolutely crazy, but that's what Potter did. Potter did sign Danny Welbeck during his team signed him during his time at Brighton, and look what happened. I think he scored 9 goals so far this season. A lot more than us, and our top strikers, I think. Anyway, it's a West Ham goal kick. It was an awful shot. An awful pass by Kilman, but JWP's done well to cut that ball back out. Foul for West Ham on Thomas Souček. West Ham just midway into our half. Paqueta's picked up the ball. He's gone out wide to Todibo. Todibo quick pass to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka dinks it to Paqueta, who goes back to Todibo. Todibo and AWB back to Todibo. Little keep ball. Across to Mavropanos, Dinos Mavropanos, the Greek international defender, to Kilman. Kilman to Emerson. Emerson dinks it forward to Bowen. Bowen's now can turn. Got the ball pretty much taken off him quite quickly there by Solly March, I think. And it's a foul for Brighton. Nothing to write home about at the moment. Not much at all. I had to change my thumbnail because I realised originally the people I put in there, none of them were actually starting. But there we go. Notice Todibo turning his back to an incoming shot. Schoolboy error, says Andrew North. Never turn your back on a shot. Oh, Eubanks made weight this time. What a surprise. Anyway, Paqueta manages to break up a Brighton attack. Straight back to Brighton. Dinks into the box. Nothing. No, Nick knocked out. Nick's knocked out. Chelsea won up. Chelsea won 1-0 today against Everton, didn't they? Nicholas Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. 5 minutes gone. No goals conceded. These two sides, neither have won a game in the last 6. I think there's 4 clubs or so. I think it's us, Brighton, Southampton, and someone else. Might be Ipswich. 4 lovely clubs there anyway. Emerson. Oh, poor ball. Gets intercepted. Out for a Brighton West Ham throw-on. Tommy Souček decides to take it instead of Emerson, who's right next to him. James Ward-Prowse in the middle of the park goes out wide to Todibo. Todibo to AWB rather. Kudus. That's a nice right-hand side. Kudus, AWB and Todibo. I like that. If it could work together. Paqueta, lovely pass to Wan-Bissaka. Kudus, crossfield ball to Emerson. Nice ball by Mo. And now Emerson's into the half, dinks it forward to Bowen. Bowen can turn, who goes out wide to AWB. AWB then looks up, dinks it forward to Kudus, rides the challenge, and out for a West Ham throw-on. Yeah. Great ball by Paqueta. Great ball by Kudus, really. 7 minutes gone. Paqueta's got the ball in the midfield, midway into the Brighton half. Tries to dink it across, does to Emerson. Emerson's now at the byline, chips it to Kilman. Kilman's cross gets intercepted. Kilman picks the ball back up, goes to Mavish and Todd, who are just inside our half. Todabo goes to AWP. AWP looks up, dinks it back to JWP. Too many initials for my liking. Goes out wide to Emerson. Emerson goes back to Kilman. It's a bit of keep ball at the moment, which is quite nice. Nice to have a bit of ball. Oh, nice pass by Mavropanos. Straight forward to Bowen. Shot gets blocked. Nice. Goal for the Daggers. They need 2 wins to avoid relegation. They certainly do. Is young Regan playing for them today? Let's have a look. 1-0 up against Altrincham. Lineups, is Regan playing? Nope. Is he on the bench? Nope. Okie dokie. Phil Parkinson at Altrincham. That's not the Phil Parkinson because he's at West Ham, isn't he? Anyway. Harry Monk, you all right? Howard, that's Howard's new. What have I missed? Not much, to be honest. Not much. He missed Anton coming on and just ruining my stream because I tend we were thinking, yeah, it's different Phil Parkinson. I better say, I thought Phil Parkinson was Wrexham manager. He is. This is a different Phil Parkinson for Altrincham. Josh Rees scored. There we go. Obviously, under 21s through to the quarterfinals of the PL2 playoffs. Beat Sunderland 3-1 today. A 10-man Sunderland. Wan-Bissaka's in the ball. Oh, unlucky. Nice bit of play. Wan-Bissaka went down the byline, dinks it rather than goes for the cross, goes for a ground pass, and Souček hits the side netting. Should have probably done a bit better there, Tommy, to be honest, mate. Let me just sort my thing out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think the ball would have been a little bit further back, would have been better for Souček. But, that's probably the first shot, I reckon. 9 minutes in. It was a nice bit of play, Gary. It was a nice bit of play. Half time, we'll be doing a couple of prize draws as well to win some signed stuff. I need to send. I still haven't sent stuff from last game's winners. I do apologise. 5:15, Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa in the FA Cup semi-finals. You think Villa for that, and then obviously tomorrow it's Nottingham Forest versus Man City. You think Man City, but if it is Nottingham Forest, they get through to the final. Then our game, the last home game, will change, and that will then be played on the Tuesday or Wednesday before. Glad to hear it. I'm feeling lucky today. There we go. Are you really indeed? There we go. Anyway, West Ham got the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Bird's eye potato waffles. They're waffly versatile. Flo loves a waffle. Shafo loves a potato waffle with cheese. Or what she did the other day, what she wanted was she had a wrap and then she had a waffle and then a sausage. It was like a breakfast wrap, then some cheese. Quite nice. That's what she wanted. Watkins and Bay not happy at Villa, says Michael. Anyway, Brighton are playing it all the way back to Verbruggen. Belieber. He's a believer and he's playing centre half today. Goes across to Lewis Dunk. Never heard of potato waffle. Is that like hash brown? Not really. Well, kinda. In essence, it's like mashed potato with a yeah. It's a little bit like a hash brown, but where the hash brown is, yeah, it kind of is. I'll put a picture up at halftime. I'll Google it. I'll put up a picture of a potato waffle just for you, Gary. It's a very British thing, a potato waffle. It is kind of. Anyway, Brighton on the attack. Brighton attack, bringing the ball forward. Goes out wide. What's going to happen? Goes into the midfield. Takes a shot. And it's a goal. Fuck, who scored that? Ayaya scored? Never heard of him. Ayaya. It was a great goal, to be honest, outside the box. Do you know, he absolutely spanked that. And it's 1-0 to Brighton. I don't know his number, but I'll just put it up there. Ayaya scored. Number 26 is number 26. Number 26, Ayaya scored. It was almost like it was in the midfield. He was starting to close down. I mean, it was a good shot. I don't really know much else. He was being closed down. Yeah, it was a good goal. You know, I don't really say there's no one. I don't think there's no one to blame on that goal. Really, it was a good shot, and I mean, he was closed down reasonably, and it's 1-0 to Brighton. To Brighton. It's a great goal by Ayari. There wasn't really much he could do, I don't think. I don't think he walked out. I mean, he didn't really. I think he went out. He could have sprinted out, I suppose, but it was closed down. I think it was just a good shot. It was a good shot. And he got it away quick. He got out of his feet and got it away. You know, I think you see Paqueta sort of closed down, and it wouldn't say he turned his back or anything. I don't think so. Not as like such. But yeah, I think it was a good shot. I think sometimes, you know, it was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was right in the top corner, not really much, you know. Areola, it was anywhere else, I think Areola would have got it. But it was a great goal. So there we go. Where is that gone? I'm just going to show Gary a potato waffle in a minute. I think the camera was deceiving. I think he was reasonably close to him. I agree, Gary. I think it was just a good shot. Anyway, Brighton on the attack again, really, and just get rid of the ball. Come on, Caduce's got the ball now. Gets intercepted. Brighton look up for it now. We have one proper CDM who's playing also as number 10 in Suchek. Potter, come on, Potter. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Come on. Why is it not showing my... Oh, it's a web file. I want it as a PNG. Oh, dear. Wan-Bissaka. Come on, here we go. Bowen's got the ball. Bowen looks up. He's in the box now. What he's going to do? Out for a corner. Come on, that's better. Good. That's a good reaction to going 1-0 down. No? I thought it was a corner. What happened there? Right, Wan-Bissaka's got the ball. I thought it was a corner. How could that not be a corner? What's going on there? Why is it not a corner? I thought it was a corner. Gary, you will not be looking up the potato waffle. I will be looking up the potato waffle. Thank you very much. Don't worry. And we're still on the attack. Kudus, Paqueta, back to Kudus. Kudus goes out wide. Ward-Prowse back to Paqueta. Paqueta looks up. No, idiot. This is a potato waffle, Gary. That is a potato waffle. There we go. More importantly, despite the fact we are losing, now Gary knows what a potato waffle looks like. You can put them in the oven or in the actual toaster. You can toast them. That's how Flo does them. Like two cycles, one and then flip it over. That's how potato waffle works. And yeah, there we go. Losing, I don't believe it. Only happens every poxy week. Poxy. When was the last time I heard the word poxy? I like that. Poxy week. Anyway, here we go. At least Gary there knows what potato waffle is, and Bird's Eye do them. Anyway, number 27 for Brighton's got the ball and deflected shot straight into Ariel. And there was a famous song. It was made by a company called Bird's Eye, and they go Bird's Eye potato waffles, a waffle versatile. You don't get this type of content on anywhere else, do you? Relative discussion about what potato waffle is. Anyway, Kilman's got the ball. Kilman, he's hoofing it now. There we go. So let's hoof it to one of the smallest players in the Premier League. Yeah, good idea. Not. Anyway, 18 minutes gone. 1-0. Exactly. Top shelf. Exactly. It's top shelf content. Well, not top shelf because I wouldn't be able to reach it because I'm too little. And I'd get demonetised if it was top shelf. Looks lovely. We have something similar. A potato pancake. They are fried and don't look like a waffle. Use top with scallions, spring onions, mate, not fucking scallions, and sour cream. Don't give up your day job for karaoke. How do you know? I could be a singer. They call me the bowling buble. No, it's not that. The London Stadium Sinatra. Like a fried egg on potato waffles, indeed. I said, try anyway. Chelsea. Fucking hell. Brighton on the attack again. Suited as well to intercept. I don't know what that was. Who the fuck's he? Is he Pfeiffer? Yeah. Weefer? Queefer? Weefer? Well done, Suchek. Well done, Tommy. Well done, Tommy C. Tommy C. God bless him. It's what we like to see. Tommy C. Let's keep going, guys. Anyway, Ariel's got the ball. Across to Kilman. We call them green onions. Isn't it scallion? Aren't they? Isn't scallion spring onions? Scallions. Yeah, they're spring onions. What the fuck's a green onion? But that's a scallion. Sorry, they're the scallions and green onions are the same thing. So why call them two different? Gary, what is going on with your world? Green onion versus spring onions are essentially the same vegetable and are often interchangeable. Says AI. What's the difference? Mental. Absolute scenes. Why have a different name for two? Trump's even tariffing scallion names, isn't it? Yeah, but also Cookie, they call them green onions as well. This country, you're welcome to it. No full Krug Wyatt. I'm sure that question will be asked of Mr. Potter during the post-match press conference. Whether it is as a result of what he thinks he's on the bench. So if he was given a naughty step, he wouldn't have been in it at all. I would suggest. So he's on the bench. So maybe they wanted to go with Bowen and Kudus to start with, and then bring him on. I don't know. The Irish call them scallions as well. That's fine. You can call courgette zucchini. That's fine. That's not a problem. But don't give it another fucking name. So you call it either zucchini or a pantalon, or I don't know. Yeah, same as with the spring onions. Just gone. We're already doing well. We certainly will, indeed. Booker T and the MGs never called their song scallions. That's what I mean. You call on the attack. You'll have a shot. No. What happened there, Kudus? Oh, offside. Oh, I'm getting so entrenched with the whole scallions, green onions debate. Good point, Michael. That's a good fucking point. Eggplant. There's something. What is this? The vegetable show. It's a lot more interesting than what's going on the fucking pitch. I tell you at the moment. So yeah. So an aubergine. I get that. But what I don't get is when I know they call them different. They call them different things. But there's two words for spring onions in American: green onions and scallions, and there's no real difference. That's what I don't get. Anyway, thank you. Daggers 2 up. Good to see. Good to see. So a bit of a scores on the doors. Southampton 1 up against Fulham. Jay Stevens scoring that. Wolves 0-0. Newcastle Ipswich 0-0. And Chelsea won 1-0. Any others? Let me go through. Burnley won 5-0. Mill 0-0. Orient 1 up. They won 1-0 at home against Wycombe Wanderers. Kevin Nolan's Northampton Town 0-0 against Crawley Town. Huddersfield Town 1 up. Did Callum Marshall score that? Let's have a quick look. Nope. Did he start? Nope. Was he on the bench? Nope. Where the fuck's Callum Marshall? And Dagenham Redbridge 2 up, which is good. They need, as I said, 2 wins to stay up. AFC 1 up. Hornchurch. Mason Taylor will be in goal for AFC Hornchurch. There's no debate. I don't care who calls them what. I'm eating them. Okay, so let's play it out. We get no more wins for the rest of the season. Realistic proposition. Surely we can't keep Cotter if he wins. Don't know. Russ trying to get his father day in, Mark. Okay, thank you. You're right. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. Yeah, you're right. He was. Well, you said about Evan Ferguson not being fit, and I've got that, so we're even now. It's good. Are we finishing vegetables because we've got 11 of them playing for? Hey, boom, 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 boom. 11 turnips on the pitch. Anyway, Kilman's got the ball. Let's go back to Kilman's Emerson. Just count to 25-minute mark. Emerson dinks it to Souček, little 1-2. Nice. Emerson knocks it off. Goes back to Souček. Souček, what's he going to do? He's going to go to Mills and Paqueta. Paqueta goes to JWP. JWP looks up, goes back to Emerson. Emerson back to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, is he going to bypass? No, he goes straight to Kilman. Kilman to Paqueta. Paqueta to JWP, who loses the ball midfield there. Very poor that by JWP. Trying to reclaim it. He does reclaim it though. Fair play. Goes to Todibo. Todibo to Wamsaka. Kudus loses the ball again. 2 men on him. I mean, it must be an overlap somewhere. No Potter sub-time left. Likely change will be off 2 more defenders on. Why would Potter do anything else? We are so slow in attack. It's like we don't know what to do, says Seager. Anyway, Brighton go wide to the tall and sad and young and lovely. The left back is Estepina. Doesn't work. Cauliflower to broccoli to cabbage. Who loses the ball? Indeed, cabbage. No focal point up front. Can't play. He can't. He just can't play up front. End of Bowen. I hate Bowen up front. I just don't get it. Under Moyes it didn't work. And Moyes tried, and under Lopetegui it didn't work. Just don't get it. I just do not understand it. It really is just hit and hope. Hit and hope. Anywho, Brighton got the ball for a change in midfield. Marsh, crossfield ball. And it's shit. Goes straight out to Estepina. Todibo goes all the way back to Ariola. 3 up against Altrincham. Good. Kudus turns. goes to Souček. Souček looks up. He goes out wide to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball, Thomas Souček. Spider crosses it in. Great cross into the middle. Gets hoofed out. Great cross, though. And again, another good cross. But there's no one in the middle because we've got no fucking height because he's on the bench. Which is why Souček's having to play a bit more forward, I think. Since Ginger Pele left, we don't have a carrot in the team. Good point. Wan-Bissaka goes on the floor this time, but gets intercepted. It's obvious we can't score, but when was the last time we had a player who could score from outside the box and open play? When was the last goal? I mean, I suppose Bowen was outside the box the other day. Just about. What is Potter's issue? Bowen can't... But, Ian, it's not just Potter. 3 managers now have put Bowen up top. 4, actually, because he played up front when he was playing for England, weren't he, under Southgate? He put him as like a up front. I just don't get it. He's so wasted up there. You know, Mavropanos picks up a yellow card. It doesn't make any sense. You know, his best role is right side, cut it on the left, bang it in. That's what he's good at. That is what he's good at. But I don't know. Masuaku could go at Chelsea. Yeah, no, it probably was. I mean, Bowen. Yeah, probably Bowen's goal the other against Southampton, just outside the box. I think. All change at half time. We need a place. West Ham now a place where good footballers go to die. JP scored directly from a corner kick. Indeed. Anyway, they've gone out wide. Goes to cross. Very poor cross. Should have done better there. Souček trying to jockey their player. Sorry, suddenly much out wide. Oh, it's headed back out. O'Reilly cross goal. Oh, nice ball by O'Reilly. Takes a shot. Strains the hands of Areola. We gifted them shots on target by not clearing it hard enough. If we're going to clear it, fucking just put a boot through it. New Age got to walk ball in the net. No chance. Their arms anymore. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's always Arsenal, was it? It was Christmas Arsenal. Always try and walk it into the bloody net. Anyway, if anyone's new around here, don't forget to give it a like. All helps the channel. And also thank to our lovely channel partners, Match Bingo. Even if you haven't done your bingo cards for today or you haven't won this, there'll be cards available for the semi-finals tomorrow and all the Premier League games as well. And obviously, back for the Spurs game. Well played by Kudus to Souček. Souček back to Kudus, who's now halfway through into their half. Then he stops. Oh, don't get it. I suppose there's no options and they just stop, don't they? Rather than going in the blind alley. Now Todibo's got the ball top. I think literally every player bar from Areola is in the Brighton half. Paqueta back to Zoe P to Mavropanos to Kilman. Kilman dinks it forward. Lovely little ball. Oh, it's a crossbar from Bowen. Was it Souček? From Souček. And then he gives a foul. A fucking idiot. Great ball by Kilman. Like, dinks it in. Souček gets a great header in it. I think he hits the crossbar. Hopefully they'll show a replay of that. Yeah, Kilman midway into their half. Little dink ball. Souček does really well. And it comes off the crossbar. Let's have a quick look. We always hit the fucking crossbar, don't we? Yeah. Someone tell them, shoot the white thing with the net behind it. I will do. Well done, Potter. Punish the rug makes you a better team, not. So, Fulkrug, Soler, Guilherme need to come on. He'll put on Cresswell, Soufal, and Rodriguez. I actually think he came off. I think it looked like it came off the. It came off the crossbar onto his hand. I think it was going to hit crossbar anyway. But yeah, Wolves 1 up. Thank you, Michael. Matthias Cunha last 5 games and for Wolves, he fucks off. Hate Moyes' defensive play West Ham. He then goes to Everton. Well, Barry, I think that the thing was Everton. I think they had a good defense. They just couldn't fucking score. They had people that he wanted, like Tarkowski and stuff like that. But don't forget West Ham when he took over. We were scoring. I remember us turning over. I think we beat Leicester 3-0 and then Wolves 4-0 back-to-back games. We beat Norwich 4. Van Tanny scored 4 goals. We were scoring goals when he first joined. Then I think it went a bit to pot, quite a bit to pot. But when he was winning 4-0 and 3-0, we weren't really talking about his defensive play. But in essence, we were being really clinical when we had opportunities to score. Give Irving a chance. At least he shoots. He does. And he's got height like Souček. If you're going to play a 10, Souček's like he's playing like a 10, then I think you need Andy Irving there rather than Souček. Makes more sense. I feel very predictable. We keep trying to get wide on the right and cross it in. Yeah. Well, it's a relatively basic plan, isn't it? But I think it's a plan a lot of people do is get out wide and cross it in. Football, it doesn't have to be complicated. Such memories. It was the COVID era. I remember it very, very well. As I said, I was at all the games. Fortunate enough to be at every game under COVID era, which is a bizarre thing. Something which will long live in my memory and be part of my memoirs. My car park was basically the outside of the. What was interesting? My car park was outside where all the where like the Heineken bar is outside and all that type of stuff. No height in there though. Gary seems pointless indeed. West Ham fans seeing the big German was right. We are fucking shite. Very good. Easy to play against us. No mobility. Just pass around us. I agree. Particularly midfield. That's where the battle is won in that midfield. And if you've got no energy in there, obviously, but we haven't got any energy really. Even Alvarez, I don't think he's particularly. I don't know. But he's the best we've got. Just hoofball at the moment. It's like that is no very panicky. Solly March on one-on-one. Well, on a one-on-one with Kilman. Out for a corner for Brighton. A whole bunch of people on here. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on Twitter, if you want to comment, join us over on the dark side. Come over to YouTube. I'll put the YouTube link in there, and you can comment. You can enjoy the comments and get involved in the chat. This is why more brass is not the answer, Russ. Look, Dean, we can say it to our blue in the face. Unfortunately, the person who picks him is on the touchline there. And there must be a reason for it. Anyway, corner to Brighton. Someone takes a shot. Oh, Gariola, get rid of it. Off. Offside. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, shush. Oh, offside. Ball goes in. It gets hit. Ariola parries it and it goes straight into the hands. I think will they do a VR check on this? I suppose it's automated offside now, isn't it? Yes, so he is offside. It is very tight. But surely you've got. It's gone to VAR, this is. It looks like it's offside on Danny. It could be Danny Welbeck. But haven't we? Are we doing automated VAR now? Automated offsides now, aren't we? No, he's been disallowed. Ben Johnson sent off for Ipswich. What's your work, by the way? Don't you work with the club in background? Just curious. So yeah, no. When I'm not doing this, not my day job, but I'm the Matchday DJ at West Ham. So I've been doing that for 25 years. So I play I'm the stadium DJ. So I've been playing I'm for Blown Bubbles for 25 years almost now. So that's what I do there. But not my proper job, so to speak. And also deep tissue masseuse for the women's team, of course. Doesn't seem like it's just strangers. It seems, to be honest, it seems very similar to under Lopetegui. At the moment they're 11 individuals, but it's the same fucking team. So what do I expect? I expect a little bit of oomph, but I'm not seeing it. Do we deserve anything more from these games? Don't think so. Down to 10 men, so that's them done. And us mathematically safe. There we go. Isn't Bowen up front to prove the problem of fitting Bowen, assuming 2 wing backs in the middle? There we go. Thank you much. Damn, winning. They will may get into the. That's not a bad thing. Get me all at London Stadium. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun. Oh dear. Come on, West Ham. Give us something to cling on to. That's all we want, isn't it? Something to cling on to. A bit of hope. It's the hope that kills you, though. So frustrating. People can say this isn't Potter's plays, but surely his tactics should be coming through. I agree, but in the same way, I think when you look at someone like Amarin, it's he's employing a tactic which isn't working, but it's the tactic he wants to play when he gets the players in. I think it's the same thing, personally. So I think you can see how poor I think Man United have been across this season, and part of that reason was playing with a manager who wants to play a certain way. How the Coppers cope so much fun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It would be fun. Would be interesting. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. Who's the Klingons? I've got the Klingons there, have I? No, I'm all right. Anyway, 6 minutes or just under 5 minutes, over 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Ugh. What are we saying on the chat? I'm having a look on our WhatsApp chats. Not good. It's half-assed. How are we still losing? Seriously, it just doesn't want to go in, does it? Playing Souček, how is it actually meant to be played? Indeed. For fuck's sake, says Rich. Says South Africa Rich. That's basically it. I can see. Yeah, that's what I mean. And so I think if he's playing his back three, you keep playing the back three. You don't keep changing it. Or a style. At least we're seeing Amarin's showing a style, like it's not working necessarily because Ericsson does not work in that side. I think Potter's very similar to Moyes in that sense. He's good at stabilising the club. We deserve more than that now. But do we need to stabilise it from the poor decisions of bringing in Lopetegui? I don't know. An utter expected half with that team selection. It's life for us, but not as we know it, indeed. Very good. Ball press, long ball across the nice ball to Emerson, who just heads it to no one. If you're going to be clever, at least make sure you hit the target with someone. Anyway, Tonabe's got the ball. What's he going to do? Pass it across to Mavropanos. Mavropanos to Kilman. Kilman looks up. Where's he going to go? He's going to go across to Emerson. Emerson dinks it forwards to Souček, who's ain't had a bad half, I think, Thomas Souček. I think he's played all right, Tommy Souček, to be honest. I think he's played probably a lot. He hasn't lost the ball as much as JRP, I'd suggest, but I need to look at the stats to check that. They knew it was going to. Paqueta tried to do a clever little sort of dink forward, but they knew exactly what was coming. I just want to see Fulcru against something like Dunk. That's going to be a great contest between the two of them. Absolutely great contest. Hit and hope crosses in from the high, but no proper height. Probably will play it on the floor in the second half and fall. Exactly. Tries to dinks it cross, gets cut out by a dunk. You're totally right. Adj. Adzij. Adzij. 1990. Anyway, Kilman's. I mean, again, everyone's in the Brighton half. It's all been West Ham after the goal, pretty much, by like another disallowed goal. Kilman to Paqueta, Kilman to West Ham throw. Tommy Soucek looking to get things quicker, but Emerson's. I like the fact that at least West Ham like throw the ball backwards now. We used to throw it forward and lose it. That's when you're clutching at straws when you say, "Oh, I don't mind how they're taking throw-ons now." Fucking hell, that's what I've come to. Couple of minutes, then we'll have probably a couple of minutes injury time, I reckon. Have we had we've hit the crossbar. We've hit the crossbar, and actually, Soucek hit the side netting as well. Really, Soucek not bad, but Jada is done. He shouldn't even be a squad player. JWP off, Falk on. We know it's not going to happen, but it'd be great if it did. Solly March keeps it from a goal kick. Goes back to Espadilla. Crosses it into the box. Literally eludes 3 West Ham defenders and 2 Brighton players. That cross. Incredible. Hisselwood gets the ball back. Goes back to Dunk. All the way back to Verbregen. Nice for West Ham, bit of pressure. Nice to see a little bit of pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I think I'm going delirious. I think I'm going a little bit crazy. If we're going to lose, at least go down swinging. This is wank, says Harry Monk, and he should know. 2 minutes. 2 minutes added time. We have 2 minutes added time. Oh, God. What a dreadful half. What a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful half. I could have fallen asleep. If it weren't for the scallions, green onions debate, I think I would have gone to sleep. Weefer going slowly march, but Kilman does really well to cut that out. How many games out of what's left would you say has to lose to go? I don't think if he loses any anymore. I don't think if he lost every game, I don't think they'd get rid of him. Because for me, it's almost because this squad needs major surgery. And it's almost, I think, I would suggest personally, it's too late to make the change because you need someone to come in if he lost all 5 or the next 5 games, for example. I don't think he will, but there we go. Bowen's on the attack. Just because I think he would disrupt, crosses the ball in, no one in the box because Bowen's the striker. My ears have healed up listening to the game on the radio. There we go. Thank you, Peter. No, ball comes in the middle. Kudus looks up in the box. Oh, intercepted. Knocked out. And they've hit it straight back to Kilman. Come on, West Ham. Keep pressuring. Goes to JWP. Out to Emerson. Emerson back to Ward-Prowse. I just don't get the constant. Oh, that's it. Half time. Yes, we hit the post, but yeah. Watching the grass grow on the pitch, it's faster than our midfield, says Michael. It is indeed. Let me just do this. No, let's take that off. Wait, bear with. Bear with. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because I think I could press that. I think we're okay for there. Anyway, 1-0 it is at the moment. 1-0. Hardly inspirational stuff at the moment. Just shows the importance of a director of football. That's the issue. That's the issue now. Because I think you've backed yourself into a corner, almost keeping Potter because we know of the real world. If you have a director of football as that layer, then you get rid of the head coach. Director of football still keeps that momentum going. And exactly the plan and direction. I totally agree. Fulkrug or Potter on, or Potter can fork off. Newcastle have a penalty. How exciting. How exciting. Newcastle have a penalty. Anyway, let's just press that button. Nope. That one. Reset that. There we go. 4-0 Daggers. Let's give away some stuff, shall we? Let's give away some stuff. I've got to make sure I don't give away stuff that I've already... What have I given away before? That's quite special. Oh, that's quite special. That's very rare, that is. All right, we'll give them away. I'm feeling extremely generous today. We're getting relegated. We're not getting relegated, mate. We're not getting relegated. Don't worry. Yes, you're right. I think that's got to be... Let me just get this all ready. Hashtag. I think you're right, my friend. The hashtag. So if you want to win some stuff, if you want to win something, hashtag Scallions. If you're news, if you've missed the first half, there we go. We are staying up, so we are staying up. We are staying up, so we are staying up. Thank you very much, Dean. So we're going to give away. We've got a couple of very good prizes. We've got. We'll go full screen for time, boom. We've got this one, which is a sign. I can see Georgie Paris. I can see Sebastian Schemmel. I can see Tony Gale, Ian Bishop, Tony Cottee, I'd say. Who else can I see? Plenty I can see there. Plenty of that. Yeah, Georgie. It looks like Georgie Paris, I'd say. Maybe Paul Allen as well. We're going to give one of them away. And then we're going to give this away. This you don't get a lot from this person usually. That is assigned by Frank Lampard Sr. Frank Lampard Sr. So if you want to win one of them two, we're going to do a couple of prize draws. You've got to do what it says. Put Scallions. Scallions in the chat. Scallions. All thanks to Gary. All thanks to Gary with his fucking Scallions. Much appreciated. So we're going to run that in a minute. Yep, Scallion. The first one will be for the this one. The bowling one. I'm trying to decipher any more. I think Brian Deere is one of them. Definitely Tony Gale. Definitely Tony Cottee. Ian Bishop. I know that. Maybe Paul. No, it's not Paul Butler. I'm pretty sure it's Georgie Paris. That's definitely Sebastian Schemmel. Nice little bit, and then you can see. Then you can spend the rest of your time trying to find out who the fuck is on there. Right, let's get that one. D Nash on there. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like Dino's on there, mate. Looks like it. So we're going to run that. Let's try and present that. Let's see if I can make this bigger as well. So I'm just trying to do two things at once. And they say men can't multitask. Why is it doing that? I want to do... Oh, I don't know. I'll sort that out in a minute. Let's just share my screen. As I said, this one's going to be the first one. There we go. Let's put a nice little background on it. Beautiful. Let's give it a spin and give it a spin. Good luck all. Good luck all. And if it says West Ham Network, then we're not going to allow it, obviously. Kevin Law. Kevin Law, congratulations. You have won that. Well done. Well done. Just by literally putting in one word in the chat. Well done, Kevin. How is it a fix? How is it? It always is a fix. Right. We're going to draw it again. Well done, Kevin. Oh, a nice picture with one of the Saturdays, isn't it? It looks like in your little thing. Well done, Kevin. Well done, Kevin. And then we're gonna draw again. This one is gonna be for the. Actually, we'll go back for a minute. We'll go back and redraw that. Let's just put scallions in. So if you want to win, just keep putting the scallions in. I'm joking. I'm joking. Well done, Kiva. Well, you see, you always a lot of people don't win anything until they come onto the West Ham network. If you send us your postal address, please, to westhamnetwork@gmail.com. I will get that posted in the next this week. I've got to post some more. I've got to post last week's as well. That's it. Get your scallion. That doesn't work. It's got to be spelt scallions. That's not spelt right. Fair enough. There we go. You got it right. Mike's got it right. Let's give this a draw then. Let's remove that and add to stage. Let's give it a go then, peeps. This is for the Frank Lampard Senior signed piece. Doesn't sign a lot of stuff, does old Frank Senior. So, and that I don't win that. Draw again. Draw again. Now that is a fix. Draw again. Okay. This one's going to go to Biggles Hammer. Well done, Biggles Hammer. Congratulations. You win that lovely signed Frank Lampard Senior piece. So Biggles and Kevin, if you email us your postal address at westhamnetwork@gmail.com, we will get them sent out to you. Right, peeps, while we have you here, I want to do your one word halftime analysis in the chat. I just want one word in the chat, please. How to describe your the half we've just seen, and I'm sure we're going to have some quite funny words. So if you could put that in the chat, that'd be useful, and then we'll go through them all. Your one word halftime analysis, please, peeps. I'm going to say my one's going to be asleep, because that's what it feels like they've just been. They've just been asleep. And I just absolutely hate it. Toby was kind enough to give 5 memberships. So if you've got in your settings, you need to put in your that you accept membership, accept gifts. Anyway, here we go. That's it. Let's go for it. Wank. Fix, indeed. Shite. G'day, Kieran. Decided to stay out with a boy and watch this. Oh, you poor fucker. You poor fucker. Exactly. One. Crab football. Crab football? It is. It's all across. Boring. Fulkrug. Potterize. Tedium. Football. Doesn't happen. Predictable. There we go. Literally, you said the same thing. Not the Martin Allen, I'd imagine. Unimaginative. R.I.P. Beach. Turdage. Usual. Mediocre. Says supports Potter. Oh, it's just been dire. I think actually it's been Kieran. It's been Kieran Dyer. It's just so ugh. In it. It's just been so ugh. And I just don't get it. Just don't get it. I like mediocre. I think mediocre is a really good one. Ridiculous. Yawn. He was close in that one. Unpredictable. Bland. Great word. Blah. Yawn fest as football gift ideas. I think that's fair enough. Yeah. It does seem a bit like a yawn fest at the moment, I'll be honest. I think I've yawned quite a lot in the first half, to be fair. And well done to the winners as well. As I said, if the winners, if Kelvin and Biggles can email us at westhamnetwork@gmail.com, we'll get that all sent out to you. When I get round to it, maybe this week. Although we've got another short week, well, not this week, but next week, haven't we? Another short week. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? What have we got here? Sublime, Heartless. Russ, question: can Potter only manage one team for half? It does seem like that, doesn't it? But for me, we were very similar when under Moyes. We would play for one half, and we'd constantly say, "Why the fuck haven't we can't play all the time?" My pleasure, mate. Gutless, boring. Caduceus looking good. Would be nice to have a German in the middle, indeed. Gary is gifted 5 minutes. Gary's a bit flush. Gary's a bit flush. I haven't even looked at my. What if I can do this and see, keep that going, and see how my match bingos go? Maybe I've won something. Let's have a look. How we doing? I think I'm doing all right, actually. We have got 2 to go. No, I haven't got 2 to go. Have I? I've got 1 to go on a couple of lines, 2 to go on 2 lines on one of my cards. Although it's just not working now. I can't not even working now. I think my computer's just gone dead. That's good. Pottered. Very generous. Thank you. See, lovely. Good old Gaz. Good to see. We'll be kicking off in a minute, I think. I'm just got to try and find where the hell my stream's gone, because it's very much changed. I don't know what's happened there. And then we'll get ready for the second half. What could possibly go wrong? I can't wait. Is that what's playing at the moment? Oh, that's the best far I've ever seen, even though the bar is so low. As open as Bonnie Blue's legs. There we go. I don't know what you're talking about, Bonnie Blue. I have no idea. I'm a good boy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is it the name of a car? In a weird way, yes. Come on. Bar being low for ages. We keep hitting it. Indeed. For the money we waste on for I would take it out on Potter's wages. Yeah, fair play. My computer's just gone all dead. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll go and check in a minute when my computer decides it wants to kick back in. Come on. Why are you still playing that? I'm just trying to find my feed again. Oh, let's try a different stream. The good news is we usually play better second half, indeed. Let's take. She's more a bike than a car. There we go. Let me just try and see what's happening with my feed at the moment. I really need a wee as well. I might have to just go for a wee quickly and just leave it running in the background. I do apologise. I'm absolutely desperate for a pee, but I want to get the feed going again. Come on, stream! Come on! Hurry up! We'll be kicking off soon if you haven't kicked off already. All right, here we go. I think we're back. All right, now Krug is on, as you said. Right, so let's get these subs back on. So yeah, Krug's on. Full Krug on for JWP is the only real change. It says there. It looks like Brighton made a change as well. Ward-Prowse is taken off, despite the fact what we're all saying, he actually has taken him off. Fulkrug. And then Brighton made a change as well. I just really need a wee. That's why I'm just waiting to start. That kicked off. Okay, let's get the second ones on. Let's get everything sorted. Come on. Yeah, Fulkrug's coming on now for JWP. I've just got to change it now. And I really need a wee. Did Brighton make a sub as well? Or was it just West Ham? I don't think they did actually. No, it's just that. Okay, right. Let's save that. Let's get it up. Then I'm literally going to go for a 2-second wee because I am jiggling. I'm jiggling really bad. Really bad. Let's just change this, and I'll be literally 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and then we can crack on. I do apologise, but I am desperate for a wee. That's the trouble when you get old. Kieran will know. The old bladder goes. Right, I'm going to be 2 seconds. I'll be as quick as I can. Indeed, Harry, indeed. Right, I'm back. Don't worry. Oh, and I've missed a goal. Have I missed a goal? What's going on? I know. I need to go. I know. I need to go to. Oh dear. Oh my god. And my stream's gone down as well. Oh, Mohamed Kudus scores. I can't believe it. I should go to the toilet more often. Mohamed Kudus. Goal finally. Bowen assist. I know. Maybe I should. Bowen goes down the right, cuts inside Mohamed. Good finish. And it's Kudus. Goal finally. I can't believe it. And look, I've even got this. Look, where is it? Wait. I got bubble machine. Forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high. They reach the sky. That's enough. I know. It was all part of his. It was all part of the. What's going on my stream today? It was all part of his plan, wasn't it? Wait for Russ. He's got me on stream, and he's thinking, "Hang on. Russ is there. We could have won the league. We could have won the league. Do you know what? Actually, it's funny how many goals I've missed at West Ham. But yeah, did you like the? I've even bought the bubble machine in today. It's second half, isn't it? Always second half when it comes to West Ham. Always, and I think but Go for a Tom Titter. Will we through one up? Maybe I will. Just let it go. I'm trying to find my bloody stream at the moment. It keeps cutting out. I've got a stream now. Is it working? Brighton had a great save by Areola. Jesus, that was a great save by Areola from the corner from Brighton. We're back up at the moment for the time being until it goes down again. It's trouble with 3 o'clock kickoffs. It never works properly. But yeah, we'll keep. Hopefully, we'll get more bubbles later on. Anyway, Brighton are on the attack now. Obviously, 1-1. Todibo is very well there. Very cool on his, just inside the box. Who was having a dump during the first? No one. That was why I supported. No one was having a dump in the first half. I go for a piss, and it's 1-1. Typical. Anyway, it's 1-1 now. Let me change the score now on the YouTube. Brighton got the ball into the middle. Middle goes out wide, goes back in, goes out wide. Solly Marsh, I don't know, back post. Oh, Todibo does really well to get that out of the feet of it. It looked like Welbeck behind him. Well, it took off vegetables, and it was a leak that scored. Hey, very, very good. Very, very good. No, this has been absolute dog shit today. The streams are. Sometimes the streams are good, and then sometimes they're absolutely pants. And it's always with the 3 o'clock games as well. Always with the 3 o'clock games. Right, let's try this one instead. That one. What about Opus? Opus Sport usually got it. Kieran's watching that on Opus anyway. 2 poor sides, 2 piss poor sides. Get it, Russ. Very good. Very good. I'm just watching that header again, that number 27. It was a great save. I'm a bit behind now. I think, now. About 30 seconds behind, it seems. Doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. They've got fuck all footage of my goal reactions there, isn't it? Fuck all. So USA Street. Yeah. No, I'm on Opus Sport now. Sir Shark are good though. I think we still got a discount code for West Ham. West Ham Network still get a discount code in them. Oh, honestly, this is so poor today. Let's go down to number 5. Who was having a dump? Great save indeed. Absolutely. I mean, it's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. The amount of goals I've missed at West Ham is unbelievable. Because I have to go for a wee after, like literally as the game kicks off. I need a wee like straight away. And if they score early in the first half, guarantee I miss it. Guarantee. Oh, no, it's not having it today, is it? Just not having it today. It's all right first. All Church 3 up. Good. Mason Terry. Another clean sheet for the under 21-year-old goalkeeper. Good on Mason. Good to see. Oh, sorry about this, people, but we'll get there eventually. Do you guys have different? No, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, it could have been all over the bloody place, wouldn't it, if I did? Yeah, it would have been all over the bloody place. Strasbourg 1 up. There we go, Strasbourg. I read today that they were offering Liam Rossinia's getting a new deal. Oh, I think I'm back up. Peter asked, "Do you fold your toilet paper or rough it up?" I'm a folder. Anyway, Boeing on the attack. Oh, he going down. No, referee says no free kick. Yes, he is. And personally, at the moment, I think he's been more effective when he comes off the left hand side, a bit like Boeing comes off the right hand side. That's just my own personal opinion. But I'm a folder. I'm a folder when it comes to that. Anywho, I was at his dad's debut versus Watford. Whose dad? Needs to be the front three go. Oh, mate, without a shadow of doubt. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's gone down, though. Hopefully he'll be all right. We can really hear the West Ham lot. Obviously, Aaron suffered from a bad toe recently, so he had an injection on it last week, but obviously he wasn't good enough. Oh, Leroy Rossini, very good. Yes, great story. When we had Leroy on, he didn't. I think they signed him like in the day before or something like that, and he turned up and he was like starting. We've had Leroy on, and that was at West Ham, his debut, wasn't it? It was at Upton Park, wasn't it? If I remember, listened like vaguely. I remember, obviously, we've had over 100 ex-players on the channel, so but that one sticks out because it was such a random one, very similar to someone like Neil Mellor as well. We'll get 3 goals the day before and scored. Yeah. But he started, didn't he? Anyway, free kick to West Ham. Bowen's taking, obviously no JWP now, so Bowen's taking it. He's gone deep. Souček couldn't get enough on it. Was it Souček? No, Mavropanos could get enough on it. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. Elsewhere in the Premiership, let's see what the scores are on the doors. Newcastle still beating 10 men. Ipswich 1-0. Ben Johnson set off for 2 yellows within the first 7 minutes. Southampton 1, Fulham 0. Wolves 1, Leicester 0. And Chelsea beat Everton 1-0. Brighton are playing around the back. They're living dangerously. That was a 12:30 kickoff. Obviously, we've got Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa later on today in the FA Cup semi-final. Kudus did really well. Let's try and win the ball, but was to no avail, unfortunately. Anyway. Emmy takes the ball, throws it back. Ariola's got the ball. Does a pitching wedge shot to Wan-Bissaka, who heads it into Bowen. Nice. But Bowen couldn't get enough on it, unfortunately. Martin simply says, get in. Mohamed Kudus is shot just at the beginning of the second half. I know, because I went for a piss and missed it. Oh, Butter, never change. Never change, Russ. Never change. That was so funny. Yeah, Nicholas Folkwood came on at half time for James Ward-Prowse, which was actually a decent substitution, in my opinion. And we've got the bubble machine. Let's get that prepped for later on. Got it. There it is. Oh, forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. That's it. That's enough. Bit noisy, isn't it? I'm just off for a piss. Good luck, Leon. Let's get another goal. Everyone else will go for a piss. We're about 10-1 up. Well, there's 650 people watching across YouTube and Twitter. We'll be 651 up. Harry Monk says, let's show this man some hot love. Hit the thumbs up, people. Thank you very much. If you appreciate what we do, please give it a like, give it a comment. Bowen has got the ball in the midfield. Gives it to Paqueta. Paqueta does really well to keep it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka takes a shot. Oh! Good save. Out for a West Ham corner. Was it a stand-up or I found him over? I'm usually a sit-down man. I'll be honest. I like to treat myself with a sit-down wee, but it was a stand-up one because I had to splash and dash. What's the bet? Potter settles for a draw. 2-0. But it's against L clubs. I reckon he'll want to get. Paqueta did really well there. Nice little dink ball to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who did really, really well. Vegetables and urinating the West Ham way. O'Sullivan 4 up in the snooker. Wolves are 2 up now, and my feed's gone, of course. The worst thing about, I know we're back. Anyway, Wan-Bissaka, good shot. Verbregen, good save from him. Corner ball, headed out. Kudus takes a shot, gets deflected, straight back at him. Seems like we'll end up talking about food. Yeah, it always does. Ball in the middle, straight out. Paqueta plays it to Wan-Bissaka, maybe. Yep. Newcastle 2 up. We are staying up, so we are staying up. We always talk about food, Gary. We always do. It's like a common leveler. What do you have for lunch? French stick with a bit of sliced beef from Sainsbury's. The nice sliced beef, not the shit sliced beef. With some gherkins. Got a few left, so sandwich gherkins, so a bit like a salt beef sandwich, but in a baguette, giraffe baguette. Mrs. Budden had a butter roasted chicken in her baguette, and Flo had Taco Bell because she wanted to fancy Taco Bell. Well, there we go. Tonight, not much. I don't know. Mrs. Budden is out. My daughter's out. Bowen's got the ball. He's in the box. Jinx it. Oh, she's done better. Jinx it in the box. Bowen. He squared it to Wan-Bissaka, who was on the penalty spot, really, and it went. He drove it forward. Couple of subs for. It looks like Matoma's coming on. Fuck. Solly March is coming off. I think he's coming on from Matoma, and he's coming on. Oh, come on, feed. And is that Adriga, isn't it? He's coming on for Matoma, and Adriga's coming on for Minter. Let's save that bad boy and get that up for you so you can see what's going on. Let's just download that. Come on, you irons. Right, has that happened? That changed? Yeah, it's changed. Let's do this now. And change filter. No, close. Properties. Browse. Anyway, let's get this one up so we can see the changes. Changes, turn and face the pain. What is going on with my things today? All right, let's try that one again. Let's see if I can get. Oh, what's going on? Not having a good day with the old. It's really weird. It's sort of like stopping and starting every 2 seconds. I hope we finish by Spurs this season. Well, I think that's all we've got me to play for now, isn't it, really? 2 goals, and we might win. Ham and cheese panini. I got some boiled bacon and carrots in 10. Lovely. Nice big salad sandwich, ham salad wrap with prawn cocktail crisps. Ooh, wow. Oh, good shot by offside. That was a good shot. It was unlucky. What else we got here? 2 more goals yet to win. For lunch, you had a chicken naga biryani. Well, try salt beef roll. Godfrey's, it's banging. I'm a big fan of. I like what's the name? Godfrey. I don't mind Godfrey's. I like the sausage rolls at Godfrey's. They're quite good. I tend to go if I'm going salt beef. I'll go to Brick Lane. That's the best in it. Just had eggs, bacon, rye toast, and fried potatoes. I've got a feeling my water for this one. Hey, Chris the poet, the East End poet. Mind you, I've had some tablets for that, indeed. And I've gone for a piss, Chris, and I've missed the goal. There we go. Brighton are on the attack. Comes across, hits the side netting. What is your drink of the day? Has to be Dr. Pepper Zero. Anyone, you know me, I've got like a big Stanley Cup, but I've got this Ninja Thirsty. Brilliant. It's perfect. It's not like a huge thing. Dr. Pepper Zero, plenty of ice. What have we got here? Breakfast for me. I'm in the States. Yep. Tomahawk steak and indigestion for pudding. Wow. I hope it's at least medium rare, if not rare. See, I might eat steak tomorrow in the old sous vide machine. Anyway, Caduceus has got the ball. Caduceus all the way back to Mavropanos. Mavropanos to Wan-Bissaka. A little bit short, but he managed to get the ball. They've brought on Mitoma to pin back Mavropanos, to pin back Wan-Bissaka, haven't they? Clearly. He's gone to left-hand side. Paqueta versus Mitoma. Paqueta as well to keep the ball in play. Goes out to Bowen. Bowen to Paqueta. Paqueta misses it. Nice blue. I don't like blue. Not a blue fan. I'm a rare. I like rare rather than blue. But that's just personal preference, isn't it? Flo likes a good medium rare. She used to be world. I've moved her back. Now she's medium rare. Joe's, medium, I reckon. Might do steak tomorrow. Get the old sous vide machine out. Oh, yes. Big fat steak. Love it. Love it. Medium rare. Yep. Give you that. Don't like my steaks when they are still mooing. That's my mate. That was what my mate John used to say. How do you want your steak cooked? I'll just what was it? Slap it on. What was it you used to say? Put it on something like just wipe its arse and put it on the plate. We only play one half. We only play half. We only do. Medium rare. See, but I've moved to rare now, and it's just But to be honest, when you say rare, most people give it to you medium rare anyway. To be fair, I have had in my Stanley Cup Ultra. Yeah, but the thing is, I've got my big Stanley, but it's a bit cumbersome. Well, this fits in my bag now, and it's really good. And I mean, we've got less than a month before I go on holiday, so that will definitely be coming with me to Dubai. Defo. I need to get one for Flo as well. Joe's got one already. Medium rare for Mike. Good questions. How do you have your steak? What's the accoutrement for your steak? Is it is it chips? Is it dauphinoise potatoes, potato mille-feuille, parmesan potatoes, jacket potato, just asparagus, sauces? So much to talk about. Onion rings, steak, kidney pie tonight. Anyone remember Frey Bentos? Yeah, I remember Frey Bentos, the old pies. What type of, is it a homemade one or is it, in the tin? There we go. Chris has gone for chips and peppercorn sauce. Big fan of triple cooked chips. Cleared from across by Mitre. By Kilman. See, I love. I tell you what, good chip. Anyone for an air fryer? Air fryer crinkle cut chips by McCain's. They're made by for Ninja. Very good. We'll probably have either baby new potatoes, which I'll roast in the oven with a bit of parmesan and garlic oil, or we'll have jack potato. I do like with chips. But they have to be sort of triple cooked. Here we go. Like my steak, well done, with fried tomatoes and chips. Every time I had one of those Prey Bentos, I had the chips for about 20 minutes. Well, it shouldn't happen. No, Brighton corner. We'll come back to Chipgate later. Corner comes in, headed out by West Ham. Believer has the ball. Gets the ball into the back stick where there's no one sort of challenging him at all, but a poor ball in, being kicked straight out. Ball back in the middle, back stick. Clear it. Thank you. Anyway, we've got chips, butter, mushrooms. Mushrooms, yeah, we'll do mushrooms, and I'll saute them in butter. Cheesy chips, not with steak. In my opinion. But I tell you what I like to do. We just wait till Mitoma crosses the ball in, and Kilman takes out for West Ham for a Brighton corner. I like to get the chips, and then if you get some crispy onions over the top, chef's kiss. Steak and ale pie. I might have a curry tonight. Béarnaise sauce, rare steak with asparagus. Great shout. 3 egg, mushroom, and tomato omelette with avocado. Curry chips. I've just air fried pork belly. Oh, lovely. Barry is both. Used to have cheesy chips then when I lived in Stratford. Both, Steve. Both. Both teams are there for the taking. I think we're moving to the food of the gods indeed. Pie mash. Anyway, balls in the box, straight out. Asparagus, soto mushrooms, to check. That's basically what I'll have tomorrow. With mistake. If we have it, I need to go to the butchers. I think I might miss it today, actually. Might see. I must go to Sainsbury's anyway instead. Let's go to the butchers. Support your local butchers. 20 minutes to go. What do we do now? Luis Guilherme to come on. What will happen? Let us know in the comments. What would you do? You've got 20 minutes to go. You know we've got on the bench. We haven't obviously got Ferguson because obviously he's playing for Brighton. He's on Brighton's books. What do we do? Anyway, Brighton on the attack. Minter falls over in the box. They've got the ball again. They're going to go back stick. Headed out by Todabo. Falls to him. Oh, straight into Estepina's shot straight into Areola, who's looking more and more like a Colombian drug lord as we go along. Barry doesn't like the food chat. Oh, well. Guilherme on for Pac-Man. Granny Dings for Kudos. That's a pot move. Kudus, Falco does really well to get fouled. And then Kudus keeps the ball game. Wan-Bissaka's got the ball. Goes to Kudus. He gets blocked. Ref gives nothing. Peter, I totally agree. Beef, then chicken, then pork. Brighton on the attack. Got the ball in the middle. Arari goes back into the middle, takes a shot. And then my feed freezes literally as the shot was taken. But it goes over. Hinselwood, decent strike. Guilherme, I think there's a worldie to come from him. Oh, let's hope so. Good. That's a great way to sort of like allay people's fears about what would happen if Kudus goes. Well, when Kudus goes in the summer. I took a deflection, so it's out for a Brighton corner. O'Reilly delivery headed out by Souček, cleared by Kudus. Back in, but Kudus does well. Falco does very well there to win that ball by literally fouling him. That was brilliant. He arched his back and he basically won the ball by fouling someone professionally. Liam scored. I didn't know he gave up football for very, very good. Boom, boom. Didn't even know that. 99% chance Kudus does 1%. He can all dream. Yeah, he's off in the summer anyway. He's basically what's funding our rebuild this year in the summer. Still Southampton 1-0 up at home to Fulham. Wolves 2, Leicester City 0. Newcastle 2 up. Oh, Brighton, the centre half tried to, I think it's Belieber, tried to nod it down and Saints is 1-0. Yep, it's literally just come through, 72nd minute. Smith Rowe is equalised. Good shout. What for Souček? Are we saying Souček? What's your move, Manly? What's your move? As my feed once again decides to give up the ghost. This is ridiculous today. You got Mavov and puts Soler in. Come on, West Ham, shock us and win a game of football, says Peter. That would be a shock. Southampton is still one of the sides, same as us, who have not won, as well as Brighton, haven't won a game in the last 6 games or something like that. There's only 3 clubs, or 4 clubs, and we've played 2 of them already. We're back, peeps. We are back from outer space. That's just like to be seen here with that look upon your face. Kudus, great to watch with the ball at his feet, but needs to look up and hit earlier. I agree totally. Tolibo's had a nice ball. He's buggered up a little bit. He didn't put Belieber put just enough on it to get to the goalkeeper, but it could easily have happened. Vardy's had a penalty saved. Vardy obviously is leaving Leicester this season, at the end of the season. I could see him at someone. I was reading like Wrexham are interesting. I think it would be a great shout for Wrexham if they get promoted for sure. For sure. 15 minutes to go. West Ham 1-0 against Brighton at the Amex Arena. Come on, you Irons. Come on. Also, thanks to our friends at Match Bingo. Don't forget, if you haven't done your bingo, your dobbers and dabbers for this game, you can hit the link, support the channel, download the app. Always supporting us would be great. And then you can buy some tickets for the semi-final and watch the semi-final with your bingo cards, your dabbers and dabbers. I'm watching it on my phone now, so I can't see, but I was quite close. Anyway, West Ham on the attack. Kudus just entered the box, but he slows it down because there's no options again. Oh, he's done well to win the ball to keep going. Wan-Bissaka's going to overlap, but he's going to ignore him. Then he gets knocked it down. Please take Mavropanos off, says Ian. Daggers are 5 up now. Fantastic result for Dagger and Redbridge. They needed that. Let's have a look. Any other games interesting? But yeah, Burnley won 5-0 today already. Millwall won up against Swansea in their playoff promotions. Pompey 1-0 with Sheffield Wednesday. Potsy playing. He started for that game. Orient won 1-0 against Wycombe Wanderers. Kevin Nolan's Northampton Town Cobblers. No, it's true. They're 2-0 down against Crawley away from home. Paqueta's ball. Oh, come on! In the box. It's in the mix. Oh, flags up. Fucking hell. Vardy to West Ham to help out the front line and Granny Dings leads. I think he's probably, as I said, I think I can see him at the decent championship. Maybe something or even a Burnley. Maybe. Who would you bring on Irving? I would bring on Irving for what's name for Souček. You know, you got a particular. I mean, to be honest, in the first half, you know, Souček was playing as a 10, but Irving, I think, offers so much more. Anyway, Hinshaw goes out wide to Estepina. Any other results? Good results coming up. It's a great result. 5-0. Well done, Daggers. I'm a believer. I can't leave her yet. Hornchurch 4-0 up against Chippingham Town. And so if you like what we do, don't forget to give it a like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Give it a little hit the old like button if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and become a channel member. Gary gave away, I think, 5 memberships today, and I think Toby gave away 5 as well. So there's 10 new members to the West Ham Network Barmy Army. Bowen is crossing the ball in, but very poor cross. Very poor. Russ, go for another piece, please. Burnley versus Leeds. Who can finish with over 100 points, but who wins the championship? It's tight, isn't it? The old championship. I mean, it was great for them both being promoted last week. I mean, yeah, Burnley. Yeah, I mean, Leeds win. They'll both be on 97 points, won't they? Fucking impressive, isn't it? There's still how many games to go? Is it one more game? No. How many teams? 46. It's one more game, isn't it? Is it one more game? Is that right? Yeah. Next Saturday's the end of it's next Saturday, isn't it? Next Saturday's the end of the season for them. Mental, isn't it? That's crazy. We've still got like 4 games left. To the dump. Is retiring to go into rag and bone industry. Harold, is it true Irving paid for his own trainer in order to get to Premier League? Do you think he will leave? I believe, but I think Alvarez is the same thing, and Alvarez paid for his own personal chef as well. I think Irving's got a great work ethic by all accounts. He seems like a nice guy as well. Caduce as well to flip it home now. Caduce, go on, Caduce. Dunk, just enough. Can't afford Tyree's got to pay for Rooney's misses himself. Very true, Michael. 9 minutes to go. Anything going to happen? It looks like they're going to make a double change. Who's coming off? Heaselwood's coming off, or he gets sent off. And O'Reilly's coming off as well. Grunder and Gomez. I'm gonna definitely put him in the wrong position, but doesn't matter. Fuck it. O'Reilly, Grunder. There we go. Anyway, Bowen's got the ball. He's bringing it forward. Wan-Bissaka to Bowen. Bowen takes a cross. It's a goal! Tommy Souček! Let's get it going! Tommy Souček! Oh, forever blow! He gives it the fucking cross irons! Bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm doing the Souček. Think of me, jig. Tommy Souček, diving header from Tommy Souček. What a header from Tommy Souček. A Souček absolute pounding. I'm getting drenched in bubbles, but it's worth it. Come on, you Irons. Come on, Tommy Souček. Can we win a game? Wan-Bissaka, beautiful ball. Let me turn that off for a minute. I'm getting wet. Tommy Souček, absolutely. I'm drenched in absolutely drenched. Although it looks like it's gone to VAR, so it might not be a goal. I might have just wasted a load of bubbles. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Looks like it's been given. Has it been given? VAR's having a look at it. He's been given. It's a goal. Tommy Souček. I remember blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high. You don't get this content everywhere else. Let me tell you. I'm getting attacked by bubble machines. Right. Anyway, come on, you bloody Irons. How much have I got left? Not quite a bit. Quite a bit. Anyway. Russ must have a piss pot under the... I didn't go for a piss that time. I was born in East End and I'm West Ham for a photos. Chrissy boy. Great cross. Must have a piss pot indeed. Lol indeed. Yes. Come on, you effing Irons. 2-1 to the mighty Hammers. 2-1 to the mighty goddamn West Ham Brigade. Where's my phone? Oh, it's here. Oh, fucking hell, I'm looking at it. What an idiot. Need to take we're making some changes. I need to take Mavropanos off. Let's see what happens. Looks like Emerson's coming. I think Emerson's coming off for Soufal. So, so that'll be Soufal going. So, AWB will go to left back and Soufal will go to right back, I'd say. Makes sense. Makes sense. And I'll put the Grunder ones on as well. Oh, it's all happening, isn't it? It's all happening. If you are happy that West Ham will win a game of football, please give it a like in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I know it's not over yet. I know it's not over yet. I know it's not over yet. I know. Need a third goal. We do need a third goal. We do that, Peter. We do know we need a third goal. Souček again. I mean, you know, mate, that's why they play him, because he does score. And actually, I think, to be fair, he's had a really decent game. And Dean, it's so abundantly clear. How did that whole happen? Bowen in his right position. What happened against Southampton? Bowen in his right position, and he comes off. You know, it's so plain to see. And that's why we need, you need a focal point striker for playing under Graham Potter. Anyway, we have got just under 3 minutes to go, plus added time. Could it be a win for West Ham and a win for the under-21s who won early today 3-1 at Rush Green in the last 16 playoff, PL2 playoffs against Sunderland? Sunderland went down to 10 men towards the end of the second half, and then West Ham grabbed the third goal from Josh Ajala, Lewis Orford, and Ryan Batcham. West Ham, Josh scored after 20 seconds. Paqueta did really well then to win the ball back. Now Bowen's got the ball. Bowen gets literally bundled out of it. He was very good. And he has been really good since he got those minutes in the Premier League. He's become his game is upped a lot in terms of just sort of bringing in all this stuff. You know, just like it seems his chest is puffed up and everything. Anyway, need to get rid of Rodriguez, Mavropanos, need some creativity. Yeah, we do, but I we'll have to wait and see. I'm just not too sure. Actually, Soufal's playing left back. Where's this been all season? Well, exactly. When all the fans ran after all the players, didn't they? All the last home game. Anyway, Brighton got the ball out wide. Cuts inside. Chips at the back post where Soufal's been drawn in, and they've equalised. Mitoma. I knew he was going to be. I said a Desmond today. Fucking West Ham. We just can't keep a score. Mitoma. Ball comes in. Soufal's been dragged out. He hasn't seen the guy behind him, and then that's left him right in the middle. Mitoma scores in the 89th minute. Again, what is it? It's like fucking Southampton all over again. Soufal, I don't know what. That's Soufal's man at number 8. And then by doing that, Kilman's had been out of position. Bloody hell, West Ham. I don't know. I know. It is paracetamol time. Fulkrug's going to have a right go in it. It's like Deja. He's exactly like Southampton. He's been totally targeted. Holden's lead's better than us. Pottered. Groundhog Day. It is. Great way to explain it. Groundhog Day, mate. And Soufal is moaning about not getting game time. Defensively, very poor there. He's ball watched it. 3 added minutes. There'll be 3 added minutes. Well, Barry, I think is I don't know. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Why, if you've made that decision, then you have to play Wan-Bissaka left back. But I suppose Mitoma. Oh, it hasn't worked, is it? Don't get it. Don't get it. Exactly. Why would you put? And we just said that, didn't we? Oh, and he's playing left back. And now Brighton are on the ascendancy. Now Brighton, it's 5v2. Fucking hell! What is going on? Brighton were 5v2 at the back there. Then, or West Ham were 5v2. 5 Brighton, 2 West Ham. Lucky they were a bit crap. I mean, I got the idea of the sub, but I didn't understand why he then put him left back. Didn't get it. Did not understand that. Anyway, Brighton on the ascendancy. Brighton could nick this. Goes out wide. Gruder chips it in. Welbeck. Bowen's playing centre half. That's Potter's second game in a row. The manager's completely lost it. I've turned. He's not good enough. I mean, it was Soufal's mistake. Oh, fucking hell, Areola saved that. I got the idea to bring on because I thought, because it makes sense as Emerson is Soufal's more defensive. Oh my God! Fucking hell! 3-2. What the? Belieber has literally hit a shot from fucking 40 odd yards. Fucking hell. The ball goes out. Areola saves it. It comes across to Belieber. Belieber's like, there's no pressure on him. And he's just twatted it. Fucking hell. I mean, again, they've scored 2 worldies. 2 worldies. Very true, Chris. Well, I didn't think personally, Gary. I think it looked like for me they didn't know what they would. They didn't think anyone was going to take a shot. They thought they were going to cross it in. You're right, not pressing at the right time. It's what he said. He said they're not conceding. They're conceding late goals. Thank you very much. I just don't get that. And that's your lot. That'll be your lot, surely, soon. That's mental. Absolutely mental. I mean, I can't blame 2 of those goals on Potter. The equaliser I can. The second, no, I can. I don't get why he was. I don't get why Soufal, and that's it. That's your lot. Fucking hell. I don't get it. I can't get my head round. Well, firstly, I can't get my head around the fact that there was no Ollie Skulls in the side at all today. Really? Fucking hell. That was... I thought we'd done enough. I mean, fucking hell. Absolute shocking. Absolutely shocking. I would let that slip. Absolutely shocking. Don't get it. I think he deserves everything he's going to get tonight. I think because don't know, just don't know. Dumbstruck, absolutely dumbstruck, And I don't know how you. And I don't know. Don't get it. Lost for words. I mean, great game for the neutrals. We will lose all remaining games as they're just not good enough. To blame for the second, I think Soufal was to blame for the second. To be honest, because if he'd tracked his man rather than, because actually as the left wing back, that's the position, that's the man you should have been covering. And if he hadn't hit the ball in, if he'd challenged for that ball might not have come across. I think it's all Soufal, that first one. This season can do one. Yeah, that was our last. No, I don't think it is. We cannot live with a coach that plays a team that loses at every point. We'll do Spurs. Yeah, we probably will know us lot. He makes defensive subs at the end of the game bloody week, and we're letting goals. He's in charge for set up play. He has added nothing, crumbled. Everyone wants to play us. Absolute shit show. How have we bottled that? I have absolutely no idea how that game has ended up like that. No idea at all. I don't want to say the word dumbstruck, but I am dumbstruck by that. Absolutely dumbstruck. And I'm not usually lost for words, but I am lost for words today. And that's not usually like me. If Spurs do us, then he has to go. Kilman's a bottle job. Where are the joys? I mean, you're totally right. I'd love to. I'd love to be a fly on the wall today. The things we were expecting when we went 2-0, never confident. Before we get, I mean, I did say, I said at the beginning, I thought we'd get a Desmond. I thought we'd get a Desmond, and that's just mental. That's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. No fair to this point. Embarrassing. Please let Volker eat. I guarantee you will not be doing the interview. How the fuck still people want? I will never know. It's a joke. It should be us in the bottom three. It's not though, but it should be. Relegation battle. It is if we don't start. If we don't have a decent transfer window. Could have gone 13th, 14th. Wow, really? Shows you though how tight it is down there. That sort of does show you the same. If he had put a couple of wins together. Yeah, you could have. Yeah, if we'd have won, we'd have gone to. Yeah, we'd have gone 14th. Mental. He's set up to fail. Made all mistakes with lineup. Tried to park the bus and scrapes the curb. Russell's can't bother until new season. Managers earning lots of money, making complicated things to say they deserve their contracts. Didn't play on Bono. I mean, our best period of the game was when we had full Krug up front, Kudus on the left, Bowen on the right, Paqueta as a 10. Or Paqueta alongside Souček as those in that 2 if they're playing. And why we don't start like that, I just don't get it. That's what I understand. I want to start like that, and then if Fulkrug gets injured, I mean, as you said, I think he played a fair 80 minutes last week. Then bring on someone like Luis Guilherme to give you that bit of pace when it's cold, when it's getting a bit, towards the end of the game. Just don't get it. I totally agree. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you're right. You're right in what you say, Cookie. But for me as well, he's got to take some. He's a defender. He's got to take some responsibility for that. Some responsibility, a lot of responsibility on Potter. But Potter wouldn't have gone over and said, right, okay, you're going to play. I'm going to put you left back, but make sure you don't track that right back coming in. He knows it didn't happen. Didn't close down at the last minute. That's quite like that. Just goes to show us when a team goes at us, we are fragile. We're a fragile side, and I think that has been the fallout from the last 18 months. And when I say, we need to get rid of players, and people go, why get rid of it? Because for this exact reason, we need to bring in the players with the right personality. They not. We always call out players after the game, but I'm Bowen doesn't inspire me as a captain. I'd rather I want to rant a raver, and like he just when the camera zoomed in and he was just stood there like, we want someone to go fucking come in. I think as fans we want that. We don't seem to have anyone on the pitch really who says, fucking. I mean, come on, and I think that's the issue. We seem so fragile defensively, so fragile in the team. We don't have any personality, and it's gonna be a huge summer. Matoma switch to the right made. Indeed. As usual, we get relegated every decade. I mean, it's the longest period that we've been relegated. Always am, mate. Always am. What the F just happened? Are you kidding me? I'm absolutely furious right now. Premier League confirmed, indeed. I have no idea. No idea. He has played on the left. It's not like it's a position he has played on the left. There's been times where, particularly under Lopetegui as well. So it's not like it's a position he doesn't know how to play, but just don't get it. I don't get it. Potter needs a sack. Why are you so calm, Chris? I've lived it with West Ham fans. Kieran, this is it always happens at West Ham. And I'm always so calm because I know nothing's going to happen until the summer. Well, nothing will happen until next season because it won't, because we're too far gone because of the decisions made in terms of getting rid of a director of football. It's not as easy now to get rid of the manager because all the plans are set up. That's why. The winner was Worldy. I totally agree. I'd like to say the finale came as a surprise, but nobody didn't. Tried to park the bus in the club with the curb. We again, to defend the lead, sat back and invited pressure. It's the same as Moisey, weren't it? Man, this was our chance to end the season strong. It was. Thank you very much, Chris, as per usual. God bless, mate. We just drop back and wait for them. If the game's right, we would have had about 11 points. Another stupid post-match interview with Potter talking bollocks. Now we're mathematically safe. Potter dropped players who didn't feature in his plans. I think you're right, Adam, but we know it won't happen. How much would he spell Kilman? Like, is it 20 million? We're only replacing him with another out-of-work manager. I'm speechless, so angry. I'm sorry. This is not a good Brighton. I mean, the fact is, stop trying to make excuses and that me talking to myself. I'm gutted. Brighton aren't a good side this season. They've had an awful vein of form. And as I said, it was us and them and it was us, them, and Leicester and Southampton. None of them had won games. Looks like he didn't care anymore. I don't think so, George. I just think he just didn't get the ball. That's troubled them. In the first half, all the balls go in the box. And Falkirk would have eaten them for lunch. But then, I don't know. Can't put some pot of the players allowed for the opposition. I think we can in terms of the substitution. It was very strange. A very strange substitution. I didn't understand it. In terms of him staying on the left-hand side, you thought you'd play the percentages. Maybe he was worried about Matoma against Soufal because we know he's done him before. Whereas AWB, I'd rather put Crespo in, to be honest. Why didn't he put Cress in? Cress was on the bench. Very true. I'm finished now as well. Kilman in no man's land. I'm going to put that on Soufal rather than Kilman, to be honest. But No Scars that brings on. I mean, Scars was in the squad today, but Russie's not good at right back now. Makes think he can play left. I agree. Everyone was safe. The pressure's now off. Time to make some moves now to not play for us again. Sermon's right. We're fucking shite indeed. Football is the winner, indeed. What a shit sandwich. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give it a like anyway. Still got a taser, so the lads from West Ham Fan TV. Was drinking the Blue Oyster Bar. Fucked a lot of them off for a Scar night. Yeah, just go have a beer tonight, guys. Don't forget to drop us a like. Right, I'm going to go. As I said, thank you very much for your continued patronage as always. Don't forget to give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. There'll be Fallout. We'll have plenty of Fallout and interviews and talk all about that later on. But until next time, my friends, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Have a great rest of the week anyway. And welcome Tottenham next weekend. What's the worst that can happen? Much love. Bye-bye.